Hey, so I'm just going to do some really quick craft projects. So I'm going to do a quick ocean on the top part of this cutting board. I'm going to do an ocean on both of these cutting boards, and we're going to see how they go. And I mean, it's real quick and simple. I'm going to be using epoxy from www.pourmeariver.com. I'm using their craft epoxy. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Crystal clear, it's awesome. I'm also using their pigments, their liquid pigments. These things are absolutely awesome. So the less you use, the more transparent it is, the more see-through that it is. The more you use, the more opaque it will be. So if you want a solid opaque color, you can use a lot of it. If you want to use it see-through, and I use this for all of my oceans, I use the blue and the white. And the white is formulated so that you don't need to add anything to make the cells to look like waves and broken up seafoamed ocean waves. This white will do that on its own without any other additives. It's pretty friggin' awesome. So I've mixed up some, you know, my blue will be in here because it's the most. I've got this for my white, and I've got this one for my clear, and I'll show you how I do that right now. We'll zoom in on all these, and I'll show you how I do a really quick ocean. Alright, so on our blue here, I'm literally just going to take like a drop. I like to drop it on this that already has a little bit of epoxy on it. And we'll just literally put a little drop on there. So you can see it's not that much. But immediately, look, it's already blue. But it's see-through blue. So you want to mix that up really, really good. Scrape the sides, get it all off the sides. Make sure you get it all mixed in there really, really good. Alright, that's going to be our blue. Now for our white, again, now this one on the white, you don't want it to be so see-through as the blue. You want it to actually be white, so I'm probably going to use, you know, compared to what I used over there, I'm going to use a little bit more here. One good drop. I mean, you can see beautiful liquid white, all ready to make cells. So I'll show you the secret to the cells, and it's probably going to work with pretty much any of the liquid pigments that you're using, but especially the ones from Pour Me River, because we designed them that way. So that way you don't have to add any additives to it, you know what I mean? It makes it a lot easier. Alright, so let's get going. This is super, super easy. You got your clear, you got your white, and you got your blue. So the first thing I'll do is I'll pour my blue on my bottom wave. So I'm basically just doing my bottom wave on all of these, and then I'll let that dry and harden up, and I'll come back in the next day and I'll do another wave on top of it. That'll give you that 3D effect. That's pretty good. It's nice and see-through, see? So we'll go ahead and do this, and then you just pour it like, you know, I kind of want it to come right in here, because this is a matching set, so let's go ahead and do that first. Let's do this one. You good? Let's do this one. Okay, and you want to really get it over the edges. That's what's going to make it look cool. Get it right over those edges. Really good. Get it inside these little edges really good. That's why you made a little bit extra of this, so that you could do that. Give it a little bit of love here. A little bit of love here. Okay, there's your blue. Totally easy. We're going to take a little bit of clear and we're going to stripe right here where the actual wave would be hitting the ocean, or hitting the sand, doing the wave break, right? So we're going to go right in the middle on that. Okay, do it again here. Okay, and we'll do it one more time here. Alright? Clear stripe, the blue, clear stripe, the blue, clear stripe, the blue. Blue's going to run off of this a lot because it's a darker wood. You know, you can always come back in here, put a little bit more on there. Really good. Alright, cool. Now real simple, the white. So the first way I like to do it, I mean, I used to take the stick and do it, but now anymore I just pour it. I want a good amount because I want it to go up in there, but I don't want, you know, too much. So let's go ahead and let's pour it. We're going to pour it right on the edge of that clear. Okay? Pour it right on the edge of that. If you get a little bit on there, just wipe it off. You're good. You can get that off later with a little sand. Okay. Let's do this one. And that looks good to me. All right. For the next part, I'm just going to be taking a hair dryer, a regular hair dryer, no heat, just the air itself, and I'm going to blow this way, out this way with the white. Okay, so it doesn't look like ocean waves yet, but that's where I was going to tell you what the secret to the ocean waves are, is heat. So after you get this white, the way it is now, let me take my gloves off, let me grab the camera and show you where we are now with it. So if you get it like this, you're close, right? You're really, really close. It doesn't quite look like an ocean. There's not very many cells. However, once you take the heat to these, there will be many, many cells. So you just take your torch, and you want to kind of heat it up pretty good, but don't overheat it. So instantly you can start seeing the cells appear. So the secret to the cells is all about your torch. You don't need additives. As you can see, See, now that looks like cells from an ocean. That looks like cells from an ocean. So that's kind of what we were looking for. From here, I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to wait for my second wave, which will come in right where that clear meets that blue. And then I'll do one more third one on top of it to make it look like a full set. They usually happen in threes. So you can see exactly how those cells are starting to form without me adding anything. All I'm using is the exact pigments from pourmeariver.com. So check it out. Alright, so I'm going to do my second layers. It's been about 12 hours, 13 hours. And you can see that there's some really cool selling on it. It doesn't matter about this. This is going to look like undertow underneath my next wave. So on these, I do them a little bit different than the tables. I actually will, normally on my tables, now I'll just go with clear, but because this blue is very, very faint, I think I want to darken it up a little bit, and I'm going to go blue with my next one with just white and no clear in between. So it'll just be the blue and white now to finish it up, and then that should do it. So let's see what happens here. You want to just pick where you want your other wave to hit, leave room for the white. Alright, taking your white, always start off with your pour of the board and come onto it. Blow dryer, high air, no heat. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little more white right here. Here. And I think I'm going to put another stripe on this one because of the long handle. So I'll put a little bit there, like I did before, and I'll make another one come in right about here. Blow this out. Fill in any white that you want on the front of the wave. I want that to be dominant right there, so let's blow that in. Now remember, the secret is the heat. So as you can see, there's probably not many cells on this guy. Now let's hit it with the heat. Don't want to burn it, but you do want to really get that heat in there to where it starts moving around like water. Just like that. Just like that. Alright. And you can see it start selling up just from the heat. So just from the heat, you start creating all those cool cells. This one had a darker wood, and with these rounded edges like this, the blue didn't come through as good as I would normally like, but it's alright. I'm going to give it to my mom anyway. Moms love everything. These ones kind of came out cool. This looks like the backwash of it coming back down in. This looks like the first wave hitting it. I'll look at this in about 15 minutes. Make sure that there's no bubbles. That there shouldn't be, because it was on a coat of resin. One thing I do want to point out is when you use this this plastic right here, it's the 3mm plastic that they sell at Home Depot and Lowe's. This was last night's overpour, and just to show you how easy it comes off of everything. I mean, it's, you know, we're only 12 hours, so it's not fully hard, but even when it's fully hard, it still peels right off. So yeah, we'll leave this one over here to where it fully cures up in another 12 hours, and we'll see how easy it comes off too. And again, I'm using the blue and white pigments from, mine are messy as heck, but the blue and the white pigments from PourMeARiver.com. You can pick those up on their website. They make really good ocean waves. Alright?